Well guys, we got some breaking news here, and this story is not going to surprise you in the slightest. But what might surprise you though, is that we have actually been given a description of the guy they are looking for in relation to this. And not just that he is a man like we usually get from the media. Now the Evening Standard of all people have actually reported his description, which you all know is rare in this day and age, unless it is a white guy of course. Then we get his whole life story and a quick doorstep of his family by Sly News. Well, from the reports it appears police in Bolton are searching for what witnesses describe as an Asian man seen driving a white van trying to lure 10-year-old girls into it twice in the space of a week. Now obviously these girls are extremely lucky that they got away, but parents in the area and surrounding area for miles around now need to be wary of letting their daughters out alone. Attempting it twice in a week suggests to me that this dirty fuckpig is going to try it again, so he needs to be found now, convicted and deported, no fucks given. Labour might call that hostile, but believe me, it's the most lenient thing he deserves. The public would demand much more if they had their way. But like I said, the Evening Standard picked up on this, so let's go through it and see what has actually happened. It headlines, manhunt after attempted abduction of 2 young girls in Bolton. A manhunt has been launched after a suspect attempted to lure 2 young girls into his van. The incredibly concerning incidents on separate days took place earlier this week in the Broadford Road area of Bolton, Greater Manchester, police said. On Wednesday at about 3:20 p.m, a 10-year-old girl was approached by a man driving a white van in Broadford Road who tried to persuade her to get in the vehicle. The next day, at about 3:30 p.m, a man in a white van attempted the same ploy on a 9-year-old girl in nearby Arndale Road. Both girls ran away and raised the alarm, said Greater Manchester Police, and well done to those girls, that is the right thing to do. It's just a shame there was no men around to catch this fucker doing it, if you ask me. But like I said, the fact that he's tried to do it actually over the course of a couple of days goes to show that this guy is likely not going to stop until he gets what he wants. The man has been described as Asian with a bald head and facial hair, who was wearing a high-vis jacket and black trousers. Detective Sergeant Robert Parker said these are 2 incredibly concerning incidents, and thankfully in both cases neither of the children were persuaded to go with this man. I would like to reassure the community that we are doing everything we can to find this man and have increased patrols in the area whilst we investigate these incidents. If you have any concerns at all, please do speak to our officers. We are keen to hear from anyone who may have witnessed either of these incidents or seen a man who fits this description driving a white van in the area. If you have seen anything suspicious at all, please do not hesitate to get in contact with the police as a matter of urgency. Now, I certainly hope that the police up there are searching through CCTV cameras. The guy is driving a car, it shouldn't be too hard to find. The amount of cameras that are going to be around in Bolton is going to be incredible. They should also be doing door-to-door searches on all roads leading towards it, asking if anyone actually has any CCTV footage overlooking the roads that might have picked up the van driving down there, so they can get a number plate and find out who this person is. I mean, I'd like to expect the police are doing that anyway, because let's be honest here, it is not going to stop. He tried it 2 days in a row at the same time, so he's definitely not going to stop, if you ask me. Now as it stands, there are no more updates on this. Like I said, the report was only out about 30 or 40 minutes ago. But it is definitely concerning for anyone in the area, especially when you factor in what we all know about the grooming gang situations that have been going on all over the country. This could well have been one of those situations there, or it could be a guy all on his own trying to do it. Either way, the old Bill needs to find him, stick him in prison, or actually just get him the fuck out.
There is a pattern consistent throughout history of oppressed people turning on the oppressors. Slaves against their owners, the peasantry against the feudal barons, colonies, Mr. Verhofstadt, against their empires. And that is why Britain is leaving. And it doesn't matter which language you use, we are going, and we are glad to be going. We're off.